Hey guys, welcome to Love and Info with Love and Info with Love and Info. So I had to make this video today. I had to make this video today because if not, then I was gonna be one video short last week. But today's video is pretty simple. It's about something that I finally feel like I'm outgrowing and I'm able to accept about myself, which is that I'm a fucking liar. And that it's finally unfolding and unwrapping into a more stable stage of my life. And I just wanted to tell you guys my experience with that, just like I do with everything else. So before we start anything, let's do our little ritual of gratitude. I want to thank you guys for being here again, for giving me your fucking precious time. And I know that if you guys are watching this, y'all really got nothing better to do, so you probably should start thinking about getting a goddamn life. But in the meantime, welcome to my space. So, growing up as a kid with, I call it, too much imagination. It was divine for me, and especially as an only child. Now you can only imagine this little pathological liar with way too much imagination, way too much fucking brain, and way too much of everything time in his hands. You know, everything that came out of my mouth was a fucking lie, even things that I didn't have to lie about. You know, I'm gonna sit here and tell you something that everybody already knows, which is something that I experienced my whole life. You know, which is one lie gets you into a web of lies that you're not able to get out of, and next thing you know, you're just a web of lies yourself, and you don't know who knows the real you and who doesn't. And again, it all comes back down to connection, and we're not able to make connection with people because we're not being our true selves. You know, and a lot of the times we don't even remember what our true selves are. Let me tell you guys a little anecdote, something that truly happened to me and that it was scary. So I started the thing in my life where I'm like, okay, no more lies, you know, and it doesn't mean that I changed or that I have changed. It just means that I realized it, and I'm not, now that I'm aware of it, I can see changes, because when you're aware of a problem and you try to work in it, it may not happen overnight, but you can see the changes on your life, and you must be proud of them, just like I am proud of myself right now. But bottom line, I'm hanging out with this friend from high school, right? And we haven't seen each other in like a couple of years, and I'm about to tell a story that I always say that happened with her, you know? And the story is about how her boyfriend gave me some sherm, and I smoked it, and I got super high on it, and I didn't know what happened after. Now, I've lied about the story so many times, and I remember that I was about to tell the story, and then she cuts me off, she goes, remember that one time that we lied to you and we told you that it was sherm and the thing, and then you smoked it and you realized it was nothing? And I couldn't remember that. I could not remember that, because I mean, a part of me knew that which was a lie and which was the truth, but I only remember my own truth. And that was a huge example, and I feel so relieved, you know what I mean, to be able to look at it from the other side, because a part of me, if that would have happened maybe like before I would have started realizing this about myself, I would have sat there and looked stupid and try to argue it somehow. Even if it was like, oh, really? I don't remember. I thought I did something. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I'm glad that I'm growing that, you know? But bottom line, it not only affects us, if anybody's going through any change in life where they're trying to do something different, you know, whether it's with yourself or with somebody else, or in my case, which was my sobriety and changing from this very negative person that used people to someone who was independent on its own, you know what I mean, and was more self-aware and was willing to change themselves. So that was my change, you know, and you can take whatever I'm going to say to you that applies to anybody, and you know, even if it's just for whatever. But if you're going through any change in life, it's very important that you make amendments with your lives, because at the end of the day, the big picture is never going to come out correctly if you don't. Like in my case, I had to come out about my status. I had to come out about the people that I lied about my status. I had to come out simply cleaning up my life and slowly trying to tell the truth. There was a lot of people that would turn around and were like, that's not what you said. You know what I mean? But part of the whole problem in facing the adversity of the web of lies that you've already created before is that it's hard. It's really fucking hard. You know, you get caught up in all this fucking bullshit, and you're just like, I'm never gonna see the end of it. I'm never gonna fucking see the end of it. I just wanna lie again. I just wanna get out of this and lie 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 and fucking lie my whole life. You know, because at one point it just becomes easier. You don't even know how to deal with an actual truth. You know, and factors within this can come from a lot of things. Factors in this can come from, you know, growing up a certain way, and you had to be a certain way, and you couldn't act any other way. So any other way that you act, you will lie about, so that you won't look bat in front of your own values and morals, you know? A different thing can be double lifestyles. Another thing can be simply that you have too much fucking imagination, that you're too greedy, that you like to have your cake and eat it, you know what I mean? And at one point, something's got to give. And in my case, life grabbed me by the fucking asshole and was like, listen, bitch, you're going to start telling the fucking truth because you're going to have to build an honest life at one point. And I'm not saying, like, not everybody's fucking Gandhi. I've said it before. Nobody can be fucking Gandhi. Lies are just a fucking part of life, you know? It's just how shit goes, whether we like it or not, you know? Sometimes people said white lies, you know, white lies, it's to spread someone's feelings. But what you don't understand is that white lies hurt even more. Because white lies don't spare other people's feelings, spare your guilt. You're not thinking about the other person, you're thinking about yourself, you little selfish asshole. That's what I would say to somebody who would be doing that. In this case, I'm saying it to myself, of course. But the way the life works, so no matter what you think you're sparing, karma will always get you back. And like I said, everything that comes out of your mouth is a boomerang of energy that is going to come right back and fix your reality just the way you laid it up on with your words, you know? So we have to watch out, because even if that is a lie, even if what we're saying it's a lie, the moment that we say they became a reality to somebody and it affected our own. Our lives affect our own reality just the way we say them, because we cannot control our reality after that. And once a reality falls out of our hands, it falls out of other people's hands. It creates confusion and chaos. And not the type of chaos that you can grow from, but the type of chaos that can mutilate your soul. And you will no longer be whole. You will no longer be in unity, and you will no longer be a part of the humanity and world. And it really does isolate you. You know, it isolates you from yourself. It isolates you from a lot of things. It locks you down from truly being happy, you know? And, I mean, I'm fucking 28 years old. I lied my whole fucking life about everything. Like, I remember when I was, like, 15, like, no, like, when I was, like, 17, 18, I used to, like, run tricks and shit and be like, yeah, I'm going to fucking law school and this and that. And people just let me sit there and fucking lie, because those lies didn't affect anybody. You know what I mean? But when you lie to people that matter to you, when you lie to people that are actually part of your fucking reality, like, don't be fucking stupid. You know, like, I have to tell myself this all the time, because if I sit there and lie to someone who's part of my close reality, my nuclear reality, I have to understand how much more effect that's going to have in me than the other person. Fuck what they're going through. Fuck what pain they're going to have to pay over my fucking lies. The mess of the reality that I'm going to create for myself, I'm done and cleaning that shit up. You know, so it's a lot easier to live an honest life. It's harder, actually. It's really fucking hard. I can do it. I can do it. I'm sitting here telling you guys about it and how I feel about it, but ask me the fuck if I can. You know, it's fucking hard. It's fucking hard, but once, like anything in life, once you get a hang of it, once you really put yourself to it, once you grasp truth by the hand, and you said, this is what I'm sticking to, and no matter what the fuck life brings you, you stick to what your change is going to be. It's okay to feel any fucking way you want. You will achieve what you need. You will achieve that oneness with your soul again, in which you will feel like yourself, and you will never have to hide anything again, because everybody's watching. Is that what we all hide, are freaks? You know? So I'm gonna sing a song, and then we're gonna call it a day. So I just want you guys to know that I'm not here telling you guys what to do. I'm just telling my story. Okay, Cardi B. Just want to make that clear before I leave. So I'm going to sing Peculiar Little Lies, because it's a fucking perfect song for this. By the way, I'm headed again to my DUI classes. The bitch is doing it. I'm getting it done. Hopefully it'll be soon. But anyway, I'm going to sing this song and I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Okay? It's called Peculiar Little Lies. Peculiar little lies. Peculiar little lies we live in a world where we try our best to pretend and exist, to one day wake up and never live again, and never